Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to Outward, shall we? I gotta tell you what, it feels great. If I push select, I go to my journal, and now we're just looking for the future. We have time, we are not rushed. We can kind of let these things happen as we want and explore and level up and precipitate them. But for now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go talk to my man over here, Barack.
Need something?
And I can say I'm going outside.
All right. I feel comfortable letting you outside the walls. Use the door when you want to head out.
So, if you don't have a water skin and a backpack and some basic equipment that he mandates, he will not let you outside. But we have everything, so he's going to let us out. But let's talk to him and then say I want to train. And he says, I can give you a defensive technique with a two-handed sword. And it costs 50 silver. And you say, okay, I don't have that.
Need something?
But also, I'd like to talk. What are you up to?
Waiting on some scouts to come back from reconnaissance.
Up-to-date information on what's happening in the surrounding region is essential to keeping Cierzo safe.
My warriors and I are the last line of defense for Cierzo.
We decide what enters and what is driven from our walls. We bear the heaviest responsibility in this tribe.
Need something?
What do I need to learn out there? I've noticed that the longer I stay out, the less maximum health and stamina I have.
Now pay attention to what your body tells you.
As you push yourself, your max reserves of health and stamina will be diminished and you'll only have a fraction of your max. Sleeping in a tent or a bed will restore your reserves. Always be mindful of your limits and don't push them more than you need. There is no shame in taking time to set up camp when you're exhausted. So, make sure you're well rested. Make sure you aren't staying out too long without resting. You could camp outside, but do it in a safe place to get your reserves back. What else do I need? How important is it to eat, drink, and sleep?
Your body has needs. Eat and drink when you need to.
Hunger, thirst, and exhaustion are persistent foes, so eat and drink when you need to. With a little prep, you'll find it easy enough. It is easy.
Rest is the best remedy for a wounded body.
If your reserves of health and stamina are diminished or you're gravely injured, it's a good idea to rest in a bedroll or tent.
Now, if you're near civilization, a night at the inn will take care of your needs.
It'll cost a handful of silver, though. What else? And temperatures.
Be mindful of the weather and climate you travel in.
When the cold rolls in, you should dress warmly and use campfires or torches. If you stay cold for too long, you may get sick and eventually freeze to death. Not good. So, I'm going to tell you that I didn't know that this would happen because I did it differently in my Let's Play. But if you come talk to him first, before going out the cave, and I think you complete the quest, he should train you with a weapon for free. But he doesn't do that now because I've passed that up. So it looks like I lost my opportunity to get a free weapon skill, which is a 50 silver difference. So if you want, do it differently than I did, I guess, to make sure you can get that free training. I got an axe skill, but I think it's only 50 silver, which isn't the end of the world. Now, Yzon is out here. Let's talk to him.
I take it you've heard the news? Come to see your old pal off?
Indeed.
I've got one little fishing barge to my name. And by a lot, I'm gonna use it.
I'm leaving for the heroic kingdom of Avant, never to darken this stain of a city ever again.
The heroic kingdom believes in chasing progress to create a better world.
They believe in pushing progress to create a better society.
All right, listen up.
It's a place where you can do what you were meant to do without having to answer to oppressive tribal laws and the misdeeds of your ancestors. You succeed or fail on your own merits, no one else's. So that's great. And, you can talk to him and exhaust all of these options. I do that in my Let's Play. I'm just going to kind of say, good choice, go chase your dreams.
That I will. I will chase the Levantine dream and make it my own.
I'll take any risk over being trapped here by my brother's idiocy. I take it you're not going to forgive your brother, are you?
Not in 1,000 years.
Roland had one job, keep the lighthouse lit, and he couldn't even manage that. That was preventable. Or this whole thing was preventable, it was.
Damn it.
This is the last time I let his foolishness and clumsiness hurt me. He can go feed a hyena with his own hide for all I care. I'm done with him, now and forever. Can I come with you? I want to out of this place too.
I'd take you if I could, but you can't swim. And on a barge that small, you'd be nothing but a liability.
I'm sorry, but that's just not going to happen. If you manage to get to the kingdom on your own, I'll look after you.
If you plan to make the journey to Levant completely on foot, be prepared for a long, long journey.
You'll have to leave the Chironess by going south, east, and then travel east through the Enmerker Forest and finally south through the Abrasar Desert.
If you have the courage to face the Abrasar Desert, I'll be waiting for you.
Okay, so he's gone. So Yzon has now left, and our journal has been updated, and we need to talk to Olile and Nissa again. But this is where the game kind of opens up and lets you choose which path you want to follow, which story do you want to pursue. Do you want to go look for your buddy Yzon? Do you want to help out this city? Or do you want to join Nissa? And here she is. I'm sorry, Olile.
I guess this is goodbye. I'm leaving this place to join the Holy Mission.
And I'm not looking back. Sirza will miss you, Olile.
I'll miss it too.
But I can't come back, not after what Mother and I discussed.
Risa has done some things I can't agree with. I can't talk about it.
She wants me to follow in her footsteps, and I just can't. I've already no desire to be the chamber lady, and what she told me, I refuse to consider being a part of it.
All right? Listen.
It's unlikely we'll meet again unless you want to join me. Having someone I trust by my side would make me a lot less nervous. I'll think about it.
Excellent. The Holy Mission is about more than just working under a manifested god.
It's about helping everyone, regardless of tribe or family.
Have discipline and mastery over yourself.
Second, you look after those who are in need, and then you have discipline and mastery over yourself. And third, you always seek to improve yourself so you can better help others to improve and help one another. It's a good set of values to live by. In fact, if you join the Holy Mission and give up your bloodline, you'll be free from ever making payments on your blood price as well. It's the ideal clean slate.
If you do want to join us, meet me in Monsoon, in the Hallowed Marsh.
The road you need to take is east. All right.
Once in the marsh, follow the Pilgrim Road.
The trail of sun pillars toward the ray of light that flies over Monsoon. Okay, so she's gone. So we can choose her path, Yzon's path, or... Actually, wait, before we go up here, there's another option. Remember the guy who wouldn't talk to us? I'm going to turn on my lamp, make it a little easier to see. This guy.
Greetings, friend.
So you could say, I want to travel with you to the academy.
Yes.
So if you want to go, you need to give him 200 silver and 2 rations. Not now.
Farewell, my friend.
But you can say, what's it like working for the academy?
Oh, yes.
It's more than a place of learning. It's where the greatest minds in Aurai congregate to shape its future.
Remember this.
As long as you can put in the work, you'll get quite a bit out of it. Connections, wealth. It asks a lot of hard work out of you and years of effort before you see a payoff, but I can't imagine living any other way. I'd like to join the academy. How do I do it?
Yes.
So he gives you this quest. A worthy goal. Yes, I think you'd fit right in. I'm planning on making the journey. If you'd like a lift, I can take you along for a fee. Alright, so now we have his quest, which is to go to the academy, which is something we can also do. But I'm going to finish by going up here and talking to the village matriarch. Here she is.
There you are.
Rissa.
Urgent news just came in.
I must be off immediately. I don't know when we'll be able to return. What? Why? What happened?
This is troubling.
There's trouble in Berg. An official council meeting has been called.
I'm going to Berg, the main settlement in the Enmakar forest.
The home of all the tribes, birthplace of our Blue Chamber Collective. If you're able, I'd like you to meet me there.
I have an offer. I will pay off the rest of your blood price and adopt you into the Aberdeen bloodline.
Wow. So if we pledge ourselves to work with her, our name would be cleared, we get the blood price done, we get into a new bloodline, and our burden is lifted forever. My blood price is still worth thousands of silvers. Where's this coming from?
It's complicated.
With Alile abandoning the family, I need someone that I can rely on. Someone I think of as close to family, and I want to make sure you never have to face a mob like that again.
The Blue Chamber Collective is about coming together as a family.
You remember what it stands for. Only by sharing our burdens as a family can we hope to survive. We're all bound together, no matter our origins or our chosen path. The individual pales in importance to the family and to the tribe. We all give up a little of what we want, making sure that everyone has what they need.
It's your choice.
I won't force you, but my offer is open to you. Work with me and I'll adopt you into the Aberdeen family and clear your blood price permanently. I have a choice.
Your life is in your hands.
I can't very well drag you along now, can I? You're an adult. Your life is in your hands. All I can do is hope to try to guide and shape you into someone who acts with the Blue Chamber's needs in mind.
You will need to prepare travel rations.
If you try to travel between regions without enough rations, you'll starve before you arrive. Not good.
Well then.
So she gives you some for free. If you need more, the stores in Cierzo sell some, or you could craft it with salt and most types of food.
Here's what you need to know.
I hope to see you in Berg. If you wish to commit to the protection of the Blue Chamber Collective, meet me there. Take the road southeast of the Chirones, or the Chirsones, or the Chirsonessi. I love messing up the names in this game. Alright, so now, if I push select and go to the journal, well, here's our choices. We can go to the Enmerkar Forest, the Hallowed Marsh, the Abrasar Desert, or the Antique Plateau to join a faction. So that would be the Academy, Alile, Yzon, or Rissa. And we'll talk about what we're going to do. I think, for now, I'm going to see if there's enough interest in this series to continue it beyond this episode. We're going to do some other stuff before we make a choice. But basically, the question is, do you want me to see me pick a side and go that way? Or should we just leave the guide here where it's open-ended and then, you're at the kind of main crossroads at the beginning of the game and you have enough basics to do what you wish? We'll figure that out as we go. But right now, I have some quests. So I'm going to push right trigger, and we've got Ledger to Berg, so we could do that. But I want to do the Alchemy quest. I want to get some spells. Blue Sand Armor doesn't sound bad, but I definitely want to try to get the Mushroom Shield for our good buddy Helen Turnbull. So we have all of these quests to do. Actually, I think enrollment is not part of this faction quest, or perhaps it is, but let's see. I have a sword, and what do I have in my inventory? How are we doing space-wise? We're actually okay on space. We're a little bit tired. You can see our stamina, but I think what I'd like to do is, do I have a bedroll on me? I do. Let's go to the cave. We're thirsty, no problem. Let's just drink. And let's go outside. So we're going to go to a cave that has the mushroom we need in it. It's quite challenging. There's a lot of bad guys. But I'm going to tell you what. Because we don't have to worry about getting knocked out, our life is much easier. If we get knocked out, it's not the end of the world. We can get our stuff back. It'll slow us down for sure. We don't want to, but in the meantime, it's cold out here. Our lantern does not keep us as warm as the torch. I'm not too worried about this temperature. Let's see. Did we open this chest yet? We did not. So there's a supply chest up here that has bandages, bombs, and power coil. So this can power the water purifier. I think we can just sell that. The contents of this, I believe, must be random. In my Let's Play, I got some traps. It was a different assortment. So you might see something different than what I got. Now, it's dark. I don't necessarily recommend traveling at night. I'm going to get some wood so we can make a campfire. But I'm going to hug this wall over here. In general, if you go down by the road, there are some hyenas and some brigands. But there's salt right here. I'm gonna risk it to try to get this. Oh no, that's not salt. That's a death bird. Okay. I thought it was a salt crystal. It's the death bird. That bird will try and fight us. Let's get these berries, but it shouldn't chase us for too long. You see how it's already kind of like lost interest. So we're following the road under these gables or these kind of wooden arches, curling up northwest to get right here. And let's see if this will mark it on the map if I get closer. This is the Blister Burrow where we need to go for the quest. And let me just make sure there's nobody evil looking at me. There isn't. So Blister Burrow is like, here's the town, and it's kind of right up here. It's not marked on the map, but this is where we are, just following this, you know, around, because we effectively followed the road going through those archways to get here. And let's go inside. All right, so inside the cave, immediately you're going to notice there's a dead person. And you can loot this adventurer. And we get a free iron grate hammer, which is cool. Some food, bandages. I'm going to push Y to take everything. Now, I'm still using my machete, but you can use that grate hammer if you like. There's also some mushrooms here that you can hold Y to gather. Let's pick these up. And we got a spice beetle hiding in the mushrooms, which is cool. Now, if you want, you could turn off your lantern by pushing left on the directional pad, and then push B or circle to kind of crouch and sneak around to try to sneak past the troglodytes or backstab them. But I'm not worried at all about being sneaky. I'm just going to kind of not go too quickly, though, and try to fight one at a time, if possible. So you're going to see there's a guy right up here, and he's coming right at us. He's got his staff. Just bring him back in here, lock onto him, hold R1 for our shield. And I'm just kind of... Oh, he's running away. I'm going to chase him. I really don't want him to find another friend. There we go. All right, I'm going to run away. Or just move backward before I assess the situation. So you see, these guys can be hard if you let them hit you. But in general, you just need to walk around them and hit them from behind. They're very easy. But everything in this game escalates when you get more than one enemy on you, because it's really, really hard to dodge two and block two. He's got a trident. It's very heavy, but we're going to take it, and he has some mushrooms. All of this stuff, we can either break it down or sell it. The music kind of changes when you get aggroed. We need a tiny aquamarine to interact with this. And you could kind of see that there's like a passageway here, but we don't have a tiny aquamarine, so... let's see, is somebody coming? I always just walk around and see if there's anything. Yep, you can interact with. This is a star mushroom. Hold Y right here. Push A to take out your sword. If you don't have your sword out, you will have to draw it by pushing A, and it'll kind of take the space of one of your swings in combat. So I always like to have it out. There's a junk pile. Ooh, it's got boots and wood and salt, mushrooms, spikes, all kinds of good stuff. I'm going to take it all. Let me see my own boots. What am I wearing? I have trader boots. Okay. I'm going to run back to the opening cave area, like by the door. I like to camp right here, right by the exit, so I can leave if I need to. And just look through my stuff. So I'm going to go to crafting. And I'm going to go to manual recipe. And we're going to break down some stuff. I don't need this. We get iron scrap if we... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I don't want to break that. That's the wrong thing. I want to break apart the troglodyte spear, but we can't. So don't worry about that. The great hammer might sell for more whole, but these boots I definitely want to break up because we get some cloth. And I just can't overstate how important cloth is. Bandages are just so critical. What does this break down into? We don't know. I'm not going to break it because it might sell for a lot, so I don't want to. Alright, so now my weight is... it's not great. So another thing you can do is you can either use the adventurer's corpse, which is actually not a bad idea. Let's just open up this guy's body and use him. Oh, we can't use him as a bag. I'm going to go over here and drop stuff. I'm going to drop this fishing harpoon. I'm just going to push X and just say drop. And I'm also going to drop this great hammer. These will not despawn, and I'll pick them up later, but they're so heavy that they'll bog me down. And I could drop my cooking pot, or what might be clever here is to get rid of some weight, is, like I said, make our campsite. So I'm going to go right by the door. You don't leave unless you push Y to exit. So I'm going to push select, and I'm going to lay down a bedroll right here. I'm going to deploy it. It will, there we go. And then I'm going to go to crafting, and I'm going to make myself a campfire kit. And then I'm going to deploy this campfire as well. And I'm going to put it here. I'm not going to put it right next to the bed because it'll make you too hot. But once we build the campfire, I can push Y to light it. And then I can use it. Well, here, I'm going to actually extinguish it. I don't need to use it right now, but I'm going to deploy this pot on it. I'm going to deploy the cook pot on it like so. And then this just lightens our load. So now we're down to 30 of carry weight, which is much better. Actually, we can just light the campfire and cook a bit. So we have a couple recipes. We can make some jam. We can also make travel ration. Now, I'm not going to make travel ration out of my ceviche, but I'll make one, and that'll help us. And I'll leave that there. Get out my sword and let's go. Let's explore in here a little bit further. So you can go right or left at the fork. I'm going to go left for now. Just keep your eyes peeled. Sometimes it's really hard to see. And you want to be able to back up at the first sight of danger. But there can also be traps and things, so, don't move too quickly. Okay, so in this room to the right, you see that there's a big guy who has, like, a staff. Oh, he saw us. Okay, so we need to run away from this guy. So because we're not being sneaky, the magical guy has seen us, and that's challenging. I am going to just kind of move all the way back. I'll see how far they'll follow us. I'm going to go back by the entrance in case I need to run away. And I'm going to push select. I'm going to eat. These berries. Just to get a little bit of stamina regeneration going. And I'm going to see if they're following us now. Here he is. He's way down there. So he's, like, powered up his staff. I'll tell you what. Two can play at that game. Do I have any specials? Yeah. I'm going to use this poison rag. And it will make our weapon glow as well. And we can try to fight this guy. Now, if it's just him, we can do this. But, we got hit a bunch right here. He's trying to run away. The poison killed him. Okay. So we need to immediately use our bandage, left trigger, and B. We're bleeding. There. And we're going to loot this guy. We're going to take everything he's got. And we can take his trident. Uh-oh. Another guy's coming. We got to run. We're so hurt right now. We can't do this. I'm going to run all the way to here. I'm going to pull out my weapon. I'm going to drop my backpack. In case I need to. Roll. If this guy comes out and fights, we can do it, but I'd prefer not to. I need to craft bandages. I'm going to craft several. Okay. I'm going to use another one to restore my health. The buff for the bandage went away, the green plus there in the bottom left, so now we can use another one. And I'm going to... How are my needs? I'm hungry. I'm going to eat the jerky. Okay. I'm warming up by the fire. My health is restoring. Very, very slowly. But it's going up. I'm going to open the backpack. And I'm going to just drink. Or I'll actually pick this up. Just use it in my pocket. So I get both benefits of... I have... my health is currently at 83 out of 90... 84 out of 93 max, so that's good enough. So let's go see if this guy is still following us. Now, because we dropped our backpack, we don't have the lantern. It's a lot darker. Here we go. Yeah, this guy's here. That's no problem. I'm just going to let him kind of charge ahead. And they just kind of, you know, are going to do these... That's a sweeping attack. That's annoying. I'm just holding right trigger. There we go. Trying to get an opening when he's done attacking, and he's done. He had some wood. That's fine. Okay. So now I can go back to the door and get my backpack. We've killed a bunch of the enemies, and I don't need to worry as much about finesse right now, and I want to have my supplies, so here we go. I'll tell you what. This game is challenging. Remember, we don't have a quick save. But we're doing okay. And another key thing, I don't think I've explained this yet, but if I haven't, if I have, I apologize. You do not get experience in this. So it's like fighting and killing these guys is optional because you're not getting experience from killing them. You do get their loot, which is nice, but you're not... It's more about equipment and skills and money and stuff than it is experience. Okay, so I'm going to kind of hold my shield up, and here we go. Let's go down here. Okay, so that magical guy is still there, and I'm going to leave him there for now. Right here, we can find a body, and again, I think what you have will be random. The discipline potion, we might want to have that for that fight in there. Alright. bone piles, bodies, and a looter. So this guy has boots, a hood, a torch, and some money. We'll take it. And I'm immediately going to go to crafting, and I'm going to just break apart this tattered hood and these boots for some bandages. We have 6 bandages, which is great. Our lantern is about at half fuel, which is not perfect, but it's not the end of the world. Now, I'm going to turn it off, because I want to look in here at this guy way back there walking around in a circle. Now, you could just run by that guy. You don't have to fight him. But what if we did want to fight him? I'm going to go over here, turn on our light so we can see ourselves. I'm going to just do something really silly, which is I'm going to select, and I'm going to go ahead and see what boosts I have. I actually have a bolt rag, and I have 3 discipline potions. So I'm going to drink a discipline potion, and I'm going to use a bolt rag on my machete. And now we are like ripped up and raring to go to fight this guy. I'm going to run in so I can get close to him. I'm going to select him and run. He's going to use his spell. And I just need to kind of back up. The spell hits us, we don't block it. It just put an effect on us. The shield does not block magic, remember. Just trying to get behind this guy. He wants to swing like that, that's fine. We blocked him. Just blocking. Got him. So at the end, I used a bunch of heavy attacks. I ran out of stamina because we're not at max and my character is exhausted. But we actually did that without taking a hit. We used a ton of stamina blocking him. There's nobody else in this room, by the way, so we can just talk for a moment. We used a ton of stamina blocking him. And he did hit us with his magic, and he put 2 negative effects on us. Confusion and slow down. So he slowed us down, and he lowered our impact resistance so he could stagger us. But because we were using a shield and trying to get out of the way and just time everything correctly, he never really bothered us. So I'm going to pick up his staff, and I'm going to loot him. And he has Dark Varnish, Blood Mushroom, and a Mana Stone. Remember, we need Mana Stones for the quest that we're doing. I'm slow, not because I'm overburdened, but because of the effect he put on us. We're going to pick up this Mushroom Shield. This is what we need for the quest. You can see it updates the log. And let's see if there's any other treasure in here. Yeah, let's just drink this water. It's clean. And I'm going to gather water. That's great. So there's actually more to explore in this cave, but we completed the primary quest and we defeated a really hard enemy. But what we did was we used our consumables and our shield to our advantage. We used a bolt rag to put lightning element on our weapon, and we used a discipline potion. Now, if you don't have all of those things, you don't have to use them, or you could try to save them, but I use every little bit I can, especially early game, because I think it's kind of challenging. But don't worry about getting hit by that guy's first spell, because it's just some like annoying debuffs that don't cause like damage over time or anything. And just block his staff attacks and hit him. He's very slow. And now we're doing beautifully. Everyone, I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun. I want to explore the rest of the cave and complete some more mini quests around town before we talk about wrapping up the guide potentially. Or if you guys want to keep seeing more of it, I'll just keep playing more. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care.